The January transfer window is officially open, so let's take a look at the latest transfers. Just a quick disclaimer before we get into the video, not every single transfer is 100% completed. I have chucked in a few rumours just to get enough players, and as I'm recording this, it is the 5th of January, so there might not be as many as you're expecting. So the first player we've got is Hugo Lloris, who I thought had already left Spurs, but apparently he's still technically a Spurs player. He's an 83 rated in FC24 right now, but he is transferred to the MLS with LAFC. I've downgraded him to a 79 rated because he's getting on a bit, or I say he's getting on a bit. He is quite old now, he is going into his retirement, and it's the MLS, so yeah, he deserves a downgrade. But I think he'll do really well in there. It's a bit slower paced, and he's still a decent goalkeeper, so I expect him to get a couple of informs. Moving on, we have got Jed Spence, which technically this isn't a new signing or whatever. He was at Leeds on loan from Spurs, however, for some reason, Leeds have cancelled his loan, so he's going back to Spurs. From what I'm hearing, he probably won't stay at Spurs for the rest of the season. They'll probably try and get him to loan out or maybe sell him. I just don't think Ange really likes him. But anyway, he's back at Spurs, so technically it is a transfer, but yeah, he'll probably be on the move again. Jadon Sancho is next, the man on the thumbnail, and yeah, this season he's completely fell out with Ten Hag. He has been omitted from the squad. I don't really know what the situation is, but he's just not played for United at all. I think Ten Hag wants him to say sorry for something. He's basically saying no, so he's just been left out of the squad completely. But there are rumours he is going back to Dortmund. However, this isn't a permanent deal. This would just be a 6-month loan until the summer, and then more than likely go back to United and stay there if Ten Hag is sacked within that period. But take a look at, I've downgraded him to an 80 rated just because he's not played, but look at this card. It just brings you flashbacks of a couple of years ago when he was at Dortmund. I do kind of wish he hits the ground running at Dortmund again because I do think he's a quality player. I don't like him at United just because I'm a Liverpool fan, but yeah, I do feel sorry for him, so hopefully this transfer will be good for him. Then we probably have the maddest transfer yet. Eric Dyer. Yes, Eric Dyer. The man that plays for Spurs that you can tell is championship level now. He was good maybe like 2 seasons ago. He is not good at all anymore. 77 rated this year. He is going to Bayern Munich. You've heard that right. There is a strong possibility he goes to Bayern Munich in this January transfer window because I assume they're struggling with injuries. He'd be cheap. Harry Kane's there, another English mate for him, obviously they're both at Spurs. But why? Why would Bayern Munich, the champions of Germany, do that? I really don't understand this transfer, other than possibly the fact that they are struggling with injuries and Harry Kane wants like an English mate there. But yeah, it's such a weird transfer. I've kept him the same range just because he hasn't played. But yeah, Eric Dyer to Bayern Munich. The next player is another United player, and that is Donny van der Beek. Again, another player that just has not hit the ground running at United, a 77 rated this year, but he has completed, I think it's a loan spell to Frankfurt. For some reason, he's just not played. I don't know if he's had injuries or that, but he's not played, and now it looks like he's going to Frankfurt for 6-month loan. I'm pretty sure this is 100% confirmed. There's no buy or anything. I think he goes for a free in the summer, possibly. I'm not quite sure on that. But yeah, he's going to Frankfurt. I've downgraded him by 1 just because he hasn't played. Hopefully for him, he does start playing well and just starts playing just because he's been wasted at United. Buchanan is another player that has made a transfer this January, and he was at Club Brugge, 72 rated silver, but he has now joined a top 5 league at Inter Milan in the Serie A. I've upgraded him to a 75. I'm not quite sure if he's done well this season or not. I upgraded him mainly because he's moving from the Belgium league to Inter Milan, so he must have been quite good this season. I think he's a player that could get quite a lot of promo cards in future because Inter Milan now are a bigger club. On top of that, he's got a lot of pace, especially in that right mid position, so it'd be very interesting if he gets any insane cards. The second to last transfer in this video is, I'm going to butcher his name, but Keira, if I said it wrong, I apologise. I don't know how many appearances he actually made for West Ham. I always see him in FIFA, but I never see him on the team sheet. But he has gone from West Ham to Monaco. Again, I've just not seen him play, so yeah, whether it's a good transfer, I'm not quite sure, but he's moved to Monaco now. But then the final transfer in this video, and that is Luis Suarez going to Inter Miami, joining up with Busquets, Alba and Messi. As a Liverpool fan, I'm so happy that he is finally going to be in FC24 again, but I'm just happy to see him join up with the Barcelona boys and Messi at Inter Miami. Hopefully he'll tear up that league, he should do, and Inter Miami look like they're going to have a very, very good team, so it wouldn't surprise me if he gets quite a few team of the weeks in that league. As he didn't have a card this year, I've made up this card. He had an 84 last year, so I downgraded him to an 83 and just lowered his stats a little bit. But still, he is going to be a sick card to use in FC24. But that is it for the January transfers so far. As I said, it's only the 5th of January, so there's not a huge amount of transfers. I've tried to pick the biggest and most popular ones. But yeah, that is the end of the video. If you want to see more of these during January, make sure to like, subscribe, and peace.